Alright man, 6 tips for new players in Mech Arena to make sure that your first week gets you off to an amazingly good start. And tip number 1 is, frankly, if you haven't started off your account with a promo link and you're a new player, make sure that you start your account with the promo link. We've got a promo link down below at the top of the video description box. And all you're going to do is click on that promo link down below, use it to create your new Mech Arena account, right? Get off to a fresh start, maybe a new free-to-play account or something if you're a more experienced player. Point is, make sure that you start your account with that promo link to start off with a free epic pilot in the form of Maverick, as well as a couple of SM6 rifles and even a rare Mech the Stalker. That link will bring you to this webpage right here. This is the page that you want to use to create your new Mech Arena account. And as soon as you are done with the in-game tutorial, as you can see right here, the free stuff will just show up on your account. It's that easy to get off to an incredible start. And it all starts by clicking on that promo link down below. Next tip is, when you first log in, you want to head to your shop. Right now, the shop button is just behind my camera right here. You want to head straight into your shop. First thing you do when you log in, scroll all the way along, and you're going to be able to pick up free steel crates multiple times per day. Make sure that you grab these every day. It's going to give you a whole bunch of free stuff for upgrading your gear and your weapons or whatever. And then what you want to do is spend at least 2,000 credits in the shop, usually just buying some blueprints like so, because you're going to have a daily quest or a daily task, one of which is going to be to spend 2,000 credits in the shop. And I almost forgot, but also in the shop you can go to the pilots section in the shop as well, and you can pick up a free basic implant crate right here as well. And I'm pretty sure you can pick this up like 2 or 3 times a day if you're logging in enough to do that, but make sure you pick it up at least once. Why is this also important? Why are we spending those 2,000 credits? Because kind of rolled into this tip is going to be the very next tip, which is just focus on getting your daily and core tasks done. It's sort of like a minimum, right? These are just the jobs that you want to get done on your account every day. You can see I've already done them all already, by the way. One of these is going to be to open a free steel crate at the shop, by the way. And one of them, as we've already seen, is going to be to spend 2,000 credits at the shop. And the rest of them, it takes like 2 or 3 battles to get the rest of these done. So we can go ahead and claim all these up. It's all kinds of free credits, free experience, which is all great. And then you get yourself a free gold crate as well, once you've completed like 7 of these tasks. And so it's just a whole bunch of free stuff. You might as well just get it all done. Likewise, we've also got like the pilot dailies here as well, which, yeah, I've already completed most of those. Again, these are just very simple tasks that you're going to do by just playing the game for the most part, but just make sure that you're getting them done. Now, from doing all of those dailies and from earning all of your combat points from playing Control Point Clash and Deathmatch and all of that good stuff, you're going to be earning even more crates, and that's going to earn you even more credits, even more blueprints, all of that kind of stuff. And so, what do you want to be actually spending your credits on in the first week or so of your Mech Arena account? Well, next tip is to don't bother spending too many credits on upgrading your lower tier mechs and your lower tier weapons. What you actually want to be doing is going on down to your gear hub, which once again, the button is just behind my camera right now, but we're going to go to the gear hub section, and you want to be buying up some stuff to advance up the gear tiers a little bit, right? At least until you hit tier 3, ideally, in your first week. A bunch of stuff that you can buy here on the gear market, right? You've got mechs that you can buy, you've got weapons that you can buy, but a bunch of these mechs you can buy with credits and not necessarily with air coins. I believe Puma is air coins. You don't have to get Puma, you can just totally skip on that mech. You can grab yourself Slingshot, Juggernaut, and MD. That should be more than enough to get you into tier 3, along with buying some of the weapons in tier 2 as well for credits, for which I would recommend that you pick up the Shotgun 4 and the Shotgun 8, as well as scrolling down a little bit, the Long Arm 8 is also pretty darn good to pick up, and then just pick up however many stars you need that are required to unlock tier 3. And needless to say, the point here is that while you can grab up some items like the Thermal Lance 2 and the Thermal Lance 4 and whatever, you can buy all of these in tier 1 and you can put some upgrades into them if you want. At the end of the day, you're not going to be using these items for very long, right? You can put credits into upgrading these and stuff, but they're just going to be outclassed by some of the stuff that you're going to pick up a little bit later on. And so realistically, you're just better off spending the credits that you'd otherwise dump on upgrading a bunch of lower tier equipment on just unlocking the higher tier stuff at the end of the day, right? This is especially the case because at tier 3, you've got some pretty expensive pieces that you want to pick up in the weapon market. Specifically, the Fragment Gun 6 is pretty solid. The Arc Torrent 6 is very good indeed. But the cost 280,000 credits. Okay, so this is going to be like your first actual grind in the game. It's going to take you a little while to save up enough credits, at least like a week or whatever. Obviously, depending if how active you are in the game, if you're spending in the game or not or whatever. But yeah, this is going to be your first real grind. So you want to be saving your credits for stuff like this and unlocking some solid equipment in Tier 3. Again, Frag Gun is fine. Actorn's pretty good. We've also got the Long Arm 10 here, which is only 4,800 credits, which is fine. A little bit further on down, we've got the Javelin Rack 6. This is another great piece of equipment to save up for and pick up in Tier 3. And then same story as well in the mech section. We've got a few here that are well worth picking on up. Most people tend to skip out on Shadow. Some folks do like to spend the A coins to grab Guardian, but A coins are a slightly more precious resource, so make that call for your account if you want to. Ares, definitely worth picking up. This guy is great to use alongside the Arctorrent 6 in the early game, right? A great early game powerhouse of a mech. But all of this is to say is that, especially in the first week or so of your account, man, don't be spending credits upgrading all of your stuff and all your crappy equipment. Focus on advancing through the gear tiers up to at least gear tier 3. Now that you're going to be grinding credits for a little while, tip number 4, or maybe it's tip number 5, I've kind of lost track at this point, is going to be to take your time in gear tier 3. Once you're at gear tier 3, take your time. You're not in a super crazy rush to try and get to 4 and 5 and just and blast through everything. I'd actually recommend take your time, enjoy the game, learn the game a little bit. Most importantly, get some use out of all of your mechs. Why? Because if you head into your profile settings right here, you're going to see that there are actually achievements that you can earn for each of your mechs, and you get these by just playing your mechs, earning various medals in games and stuff like that. And why do you want to earn these? Well, they're not just achievements for the sake of achievements, right? You actually get points along a happy little rewards track, as you can see here up at the top of the screen, that just earns your way towards things like free credits. And in the case of my happy little MD rewards track right here, even the occasional gold crate, which is lovely. It's just a whole bunch of free stuff, and it does give you a reason to actually play these lower tier mechs for a little while, farm some of these achievements up at least before bulldozing onto the higher tiers, where the grind is just going to get longer and longer anyway. You know, things are going to get more and more expensive, so you might as well take your time and farm up these achievements while you're still in the early game. Next up, tip number 5 or 6-ish. A new rule. A rule that actually breaks one of the rules that we've already covered in this video, which is you actually do want to upgrade one of your tier 2 mechs. And I know I said a little bit earlier on that you shouldn't be spending credits and blueprints and stuff, and well, especially your credits on upgrading your lower tier stuff. It's usually just not worth it. You do kind of want to pick one of your mechs. I'd recommend that you take Slingshot as your tier 2 mech, and you actually do want to rank it up to 3 stars, which means that you've got to upgrade it all 7 times and then take it up to 3 stars. This is going to cost you a whole boatload of credits. Then it's going to cost you a batch of A coins to actually rank up your Slingshot up to 3 stars. Now, why do you want to do this? This is like the only exception to the rule, okay? But if we head into our quest button, which is well, our quest and like daily tasks button, which is all up and over here, go into our daily and core stuff, we can then go to our gear hub objectives, and in chapter 2 of the gear hub, we've got an objective right here, which I'm still working towards myself on my own account: upgrade the rank of 1 tier 2 mech or weapon, which to upgrade the rank means to take it up another star, right? Take it up to 3 stars. And so you've got to pick one of them to go ahead and rank up to 3 stars. For me, I'm going to do it with my Slingshot mech. You can do it with a weapon if you want, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm still learning a lot about the game myself here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's probably better to take a mech up to 3 stars than a lower tier weapon. And of all of the tier 2 mechs, I feel like Slingshot is probably the best to do that with in the super early game. Speaking of which, by the way, if you're like a veteran player watching this video and you feel like there's some tips that I'm missing that would be very, very helpful just to give new players some direction more than anything in the first few weeks of their account, I would love to hear it. You're probably going to be teaching me something new as well, as I'm just learning the game myself and picking up the game myself. It would be awesome to read in the comments and to help the new guys out, you know. And tip number 7-ish, I think, is going to be to don't bother spending A coins on pilots, okay? So if you go into your pilots for your mechs here, of course we have Maverick unlocked for free from the promo link. In fact, I can go ahead and just upgrade him real quick, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done because I've been waiting on doing that until I was recording a video. But as you're going to see, a lot of the epic pilots in the game cost A coins, not credits, right? A coins like the premium currency in Mech Arena, whereas the rare champions, well, they cost a whole bunch of credits. So we can forget the rare pilots for now, but for any pilot that costs A coins, I'd recommend if you're in the super early game, don't be tempted into buying an epic pilot right away. Not yet, at least not in the first week of your account. And the reason for that is, again, we've already touched on it a little bit, but when it comes time for me to want to upgrade my Slingshot up to 3 stars, right? So we've leveled him up to level 7, then we take him up to 3 stars. When you rank a mech up to 3 stars, or a weapon up to 3 stars, or basically when you rank anything up, the rank up costs A coins to rank up, not credits, right? So to rank up a 2-star Slingshot up to 3 stars, it's actually going to cost us 575 air coins just to get that done. And so that is why, with that Gear Hub quest in mind, I would recommend saving your air coins to get that done before you go investing in any epic pilots on your account. Also, kind of a related note, I guess we'll make it like a tip number 8, is going to be to don't rush to build out like all 5 of your hangar slots right away. You're best off taking like 3 or 4 mechs that you kind of enjoy, that feel strong to you, that you actually do want to build out, and focus on upgrading those rather than building a super wide but weak hangar overall. Yeah, I've not even bothered spending the air coins yet to fully upgrade my hangar. 625 air coins. I'd rather save those pennies for other things, at least for the time being. Final tip is going to be to subscribe to this channel, man, for more beginner guides like this one, and to join me in, of course, my all-new Mech Arena journey on this channel. I've still got a hell of a lot to learn. It's very, very early days, but still, it would be awesome to have you aboard, man. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. And remember, if you would like to start off a new Mech Arena account yourself, then make sure to get it done using my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box. All you got to do is be signed out of Play and Play on your PC. Click on that link and use it to create a new account, man, to get your hands on the free Epic Pilot Maverick, as well as a whole bunch of starter goodies, man. Best beginner promo link going. And I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.